One.
And we're back. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. It is great to be back today. It is really great to be back. I'm going to end the show with a little brief comment there. Gina Haspel, okay? Gina Haspel, just, you know, I tell you what, Donald Trump is putting women in positions. I mean, this is just something so exciting of what the President of the United States is doing all around in his presidency. This is a great presidency. Gina Haspel should be confirmed today. I'm not for sure why Rand Paul says no, and I do not care what John McCain thinks, okay? I'll get into it later, not to be offensive and leave you hanging. I do know John McCain is dying and he will not make it back, but he did send word. He said no to Gina Haspel. Let me say this. In John McCain's political career, I hope you were able to just separate what I said. In his political career, I absolutely thank him for only one thing. And this will take explanation. I'll do it tomorrow. I absolutely only thank him for one thing in his political career. And that would be Sarah Palin. Okay? That's it. It's the only thing I thank John McCain. Because Sarah Palin kicked off what we're living in today, which the Republicans should have had an opportunity to do what they wanted, our revolution and the president we have. No Sarah Palin with John McCain. I don't think things turn into what we did by winning the White House, the Senate, and the House of Representatives. Many will argue. That being said, Gina Haspel hopefully will be confirmed, did an outstanding job against the arrogance. I love when the communist Democrats, okay, want our people to show more sympathy for the people that murdered 3,000 Americans. They wanted her to sit there and discuss her moral compass. When we go up against evil tyrants and regimes and dictators in the world that have no moral compass to go up against, we ask these people to match moral compass to moral compass. These idiots, total idiots, these Democrats that are more concerned about the moral compass than the compassion for 3,000 dead Americans and their family. Anyhow, when confirmed, which she should be, she will be the first female director of the CIA. So I hope right now I'm saying congratulations, Gina Haspel. Now, moving along, there's a couple races that I want to keep up with. And I don't think we could be a major influence, but I think I want to go into these races deep enough to where they know that we're looking at them, and even to the point where I get some interviews. Okay, we have, first of all, West Virginia. All right, and that's Patrick Morrisey, okay? He won. I didn't get a chance the other day he is the Attorney General of the state of West Virginia. I did not get a chance the other day to talk about these races, but Patrick Morrisey, he beat Don Blankenship and Evan Jenkins. Now, although I was very ill, I still reached out to someone in Beckley, West Virginia, and I asked them to tell me what they thought about the race. And this was Monday. And this person responded and said, Blankenship has a chance, but Trump's tweet may have ended it. This is what I got, okay? Then they went on to say that Jenkins couldn't figure out if he was a Republican or a Democrat. So I was very hopeful to hear that the people of West Virginia were as tired of Evan Jenkins as I am. And in fact, that was Mitch McConnell's candidate, Evan Jenkins, because McConnell loves a candidate that can't figure out if he's a Democrat or a Republican. But this guy here, Morrissey, this is going to be a good candidate. Joe Manchin, the sitting senator, put him up. Joe Manchin has his work cut out for him against Morrissey. This will be a race to watch. I will do what little fraction of an ounce I can to see if we can get Joe Manchin to go home to West Virginia and shoot a hole through Obamacare once again. I'll explain that as time comes on. I went and watched, I don't know why I do this stuff, folks. I went and watched about 10 of Joe Manchin's commercials from the first time he ran till now, and we'll get into that. So I hope that's the case there in West Virginia. Now here's another race. I know there's Indiana and Ohio. There's so many. Here's another one I really want to watch for interest. My family is there. I lived in the state for so many years, and Bob Casey Jr., okay? Bob Casey Jr. is the senator of Pennsylvania. That is a whack job. He's almost like Moonbeam Jerry Brown out in California. Bob Casey Jr. Won the Senate race off of his good dad's name. And don't you hate when somebody goes and does something off their good dad's name and squanders what legacy, political legacy. Now, Bob Casey Sr., just a real quick, Bob Casey Sr. is the last true pro-life Democrat. I voted for him twice. I'm admitting it. My family did. Okay? Bob Casey Jr. was a senior. Bob Casey Sr. was a very good governor of Pennsylvania. Not the greatest. He was a Democrat, but he was a solid, he was solid in his pro-life. Now, don't forget, Bob Casey Sr. was set to speak at the Democrat convention in Bill Clinton's first DNC. When Bill Clinton ran the first time, Bob Casey Sr. was set to speak, and they told him he had to go against pro-life, and he could not say he was pro-life, and he would not. He did not Bart Stupak. We all remember Bart Stupak. Bob Casey Sr. did not move away from his beliefs and values, and they pulled him off the speaker's list at the DNC convention. Remember that? Well, this guy here ran on his dad's coattails, got the name Bob Casey, but he's a junior. He's been in there long enough for the people to realize this guy's got to bubble off. So I think that's worn off. Now it's time for this guy here, Lou Bartoletta. Lou Bartoletta. Lou, for the 8th time, Bartoletta. There's Lou. I just wanted to keep doing that. I'm glad you actually paused that, Lou. I wanted to keep saying Lou.
Yeah, I wanted you to keep yelling.
Lou Bartoletta, right? This is Lou. Actually, Lou was in line, okay, for a job with the president, because Lou Bartoletta is like the first guy in Pennsylvania that came out and boom, I'm a Trump guy, man. He put it on the line. Lou worked so hard to help Donald Trump get elected in Pennsylvania that we need to work hard to get Lou elected in Pennsylvania as the next senator. Lou Bartoletta had a job with the president, turned it down, my understanding. I think this was all in the play that Lou could be the next senator from Pennsylvania. So those are the two races, okay? Now, one more thing before we go. Two more things. Number one, do you know what cornhole is?
Do you know what cornhole is?
Do you know how serious they take cornhole in the South? I mean, you know, you go to a college football game, right, Amanda, or a UGA game, go to a Georgia game, whatever. I mean, that's part of the pack. When you pack the grill and everything, you pack the cornhole set, right?
Yes.
I mean, that's.
I mean, I've honestly, and this is kind of, you know, people in other states are going to be like, what the? But I've seen cornhole at funerals.
Oh, no, you're right. No. No, you are 100%.
Not
no, I understand, buddy. I'll tell you what. I mean, it's like the bride has to go out and play cornhole before she leaves, right?
With a beer in her hand.
With a beer in her hand. I mean, it's Georgia, baby. Well, they use from time to time a good cornhole tournament for a fundraiser. But, hey, this is when cornhole goes wrong.
Hey! Break it up! I'm a cop, damn it! Stop! You got me? I'm a cop.
Stop it right now! We will stop this tournament! This is stupid! This is absolutely ridiculous!
If y'all are over there with this,
Get
over there.
out of here!
Now, you're with that group.
We will stop this tournament right now! We are adults, and this is ridiculous! It is a cornhole tournament fundraiser! Cut the crap!
You also know when you're in Georgia when a fight breaks out and the fight ends and someone yells out yee yee.
So where did that take place?
In Douglasville?
Was that in Doug?
Yeah, I think so.
Did you pull up what the fundraiser was?
It was Douglas County. That's where it was.
So it happened in Douglas County.
Yeah.
Do you know what the fundraiser actually was?
No, I don't. Oh my gosh. I think it was just a charity.
Yeah.
Like it was a chamber charity, so it was Douglas Chamber. Could you imagine? Could you imagine us being up here in Gilbert Chamber?
No. Here's
fight break out.
Here is the question. This is for 500, Alex. I'll take cornhole tournament goes wrong for 500. What do you think it started over? If you know, like, the things that could happen at a cornhole, what do you think started this?
Maybe they stepped up too close. That's a big thing.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Alcohol? I don't know.
I don't know. Anyhow. Yeah, alcohol, right? So that's when cornhole goes wrong in Georgia. Look, we got 4 minutes left, so let me tell you, it seems like a whole week has passed, and I haven't done the show. I came in Monday. Let me give you a brief. I came in Monday, started feeling a little rough Sunday. Don't want to go into too many details, but started feeling rough Sunday. Got a little delirious, fever, delirious. We'll just stay there. Monday, I don't remember coming in and doing a show. I was here for 2 hours. I just really don't remember it. I just was determined. I'm determined to come every day, okay? Jokingly, this is joking, but I've always believed, if somebody said they weren't at work, calling it, well, what hospital are you in? Because I don't know. It's just the way I am, all right? So since I didn't go to the hospital, I go to work. And so I come in Monday and I tried. I don't remember what I talked about, what happened. I hope I didn't make any predictions Monday because, if I did and they didn't go right, I can at least fall back on that.
I will back you up right there. Monday went pretty smooth. So.
All right, so Tuesday, Monday night was a rough night for me. And Tuesday I came in, I didn't sleep, and I came in Tuesday and I was getting the show ready. And I went back in the office and laid down, and that's when... the best of my memory is, I got a call from Lisa and said, we have the show taken care of. Don't you come out of that office? And then Sam and Amanda agreed with her, which made it very difficult for me to make an attempt to do the show Tuesday. I have no idea what you were subjected to, but I trust they did a good job. And then my dear friend Rick, I really want to give a shout out to Rick. Thank you in a pinch of just coming in yesterday and knocking it out of the park. You did a great job.
You did really great.
You did a great job. I think what they say, with practice, So I think we're going to give you some more practice, okay? So with practice, but you did an outstanding job. I want to say how much I thank you for stepping in. I want to thank Amanda. I want to thank Sam. I know you two didn't do a damn thing for 2 days.
Oh, come on.
I know it. I'll
You know
find
it
out.
so
I'm
well.
going to tear this office apart today to see what you guys did not do. But I want to thank Amanda and I want to thank Sam and thank Rick for doing the show. But I especially want to thank Lisa for. There's a fine line in taking care of me and putting up with me. So we'll just leave it there. So I want to thank Lisa for getting me down to the emergency room and putting up with me. We'll leave it at that. Tomorrow is our Friday show at Circuit World of Blue Ridge. Now, we have Ask the Doc. We have the All-Star Political Panel. We have the Humane Society of Blue Ridge, Pet of the Week. Now, Amanda will not be with us tomorrow. She has to be away on business, so she'll not be with us tomorrow. So she's going to miss our special guest.
No, I won't. I'm going to tune in.
Oh, okay. Well, Amanda's going to tune in and she will see. But we have a special guest tomorrow. You don't want to miss. I'm not telling you who. We make sure we have this guy on every spring. And he comes and spends about 15 minutes, and we have the best time. Rick and I have a special guest for you tomorrow that you're going to love and enjoy. You don't want to miss this. And I think that's it. It's 10 o'clock. We'll be at Circuit World at Blue Ridge tomorrow. I think we've had a pretty decent show. We got a lot of information in today. And we'll close with saying, thank you, Mike Pompeo. Thank you, President Donald Trump, for bringing the 3 Korean Americans home safe. And we wish you well in the upcoming North Korea denuclearization talks that are coming up. We wish you well. All of America is behind you. The corrupt media, fake news, we can't help it. But America's behind you, Mr. President. We'll see you tomorrow.